Okay, good morning. Let's make sure I've got my situation set up correctly here. Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley. You know me, I think. I'm going to try to make a set of videos that explain a little bit more about yoga, and I'll show you some of the things that I've learned in my practice, and I can hopefully help some of you girls, specifically on my team, feel a little bit more grounded and centered and purposeful. We talk a lot about purposeful, and I think that it is really important to make sure that our behaviors are linking up to our actions, and that is something that I'm extremely focused on as I am about to turn 39 tomorrow. So I'm on a bit of a journey, and I just thought maybe some of you might want to come along for that ride. So let's talk about yoga for just a second. What is yoga? Yoga is linking movement to breath. It means yoke. So it's like combining movement and breath together. So we'll do a lot of breathing exercises and breath work. And then we'll work on putting the movement together with that, and then work on different moves over time called poses or asanas. I got my yoga training during COVID 2020, June of 2020, I believe. And I wasn't quite out of space in my life to teach, and I'll talk to you about that later, probably. But for now, it's been a while. So give me some grace, and I just thought maybe we could do this together. So, yoga is connecting breath and movement. So that's what we're going to focus on. All you really need, a yoga mat is really awesome to have, but you don't really need it. I have all kinds of different yoga mats because yoga has been something I practiced for a really long time. But I think that just a yoga mat, I highly, highly, highly recommend blocks of some kind. You don't have to have anything fancy, but especially if you're like short like me, blocks help bring the ground up to you rather than you having to go so far down to the ground. And that can be really helpful in a lot of the postures that we'll do. Also, a strap is super handy. I mean, I used to be super duper duper flexible when I was younger, but I'm not anymore. So I think a strap is really helpful to like grab a hold of your foot, and you can work on hip movement, things of that nature with your strap. So shoulders. So I really like a strap to keep that handy. Also, for any of the old ladies in the house that need some relief, I picked these up at Walmart, and I think they're super cute, and I think they're really helpful, and they work really well on like if you need to put your knees down. So it gives you just a little bit of support there, knees or elbows. And I'm sitting on a bolster. You can sit on a pillow. You can sit on a block. A block is really handy to sit on too. You can kind of accomplish the same thing. Basically, what you're doing is just getting your booty up off the ground a little bit. It moves your legs down, and then you can straighten your back a lot easier. I just think it gives you more support if you're going to be in a seated position, doing any breathing for any period of time. If you're more comfortable, you can sit on the ground, and that's okay too, but that can be harder for some people. Make sure you have water. Always keep water nearby. You don't want to take like giant sips and gulps of water when you're practicing yoga because, well, if you go upside down and the water's sloshing around in your belly, that's just no fun. So I always have a good water bottle near me. Usually has band stickers on it. I've got stick figure. I've got a smut book club. Thanks, Ashley, for that. Stick figure. Did I already say that? I have a lot of stick figure. Bumpin' Uglies. I love them. Dirty Heads. I've listened to reggae for a really long time, so I always have like band stuff with me. I love to make candles, so I'll usually have some essential oils and candles nearby. Just make sure my space is nice and pretty. If you can have fresh light, be just like near a window, that's great. Some people like it more moody and dark, and that's okay too. You don't need very much space to practice yoga, which is really nice. So with that, I think let's talk about breathing for just a moment. So, first, start just seated comfortably. You can lower your eyes, close your eyes, leave your eyes open. We have a lot of options in yoga, which is really nice. I'll teach you as many modifications as I can, and I'm sure as I'm studying along this journey, I'll learn more and we can work through all of this together. So just because I do something doesn't mean you have to. I'm also really out of practice right now. So I've been doing a lot of basic movements very consistently for a long time, but it's been a while since I've tried to pull out like, birds of paradise or anything great like that. So the key is making sure that you're warming up, taking your time and working yourself into movements. Um, you don't want to just like go for it. I literally drank too much at a party one time and tried to pull my leg up in front of me and be like, look at what I can do because I thought I was so cool. And I literally pulled my hamstring, you guys. It was the worst experience ever. It was not fun and highly don't recommend drinking in yoga. Just maybe stay away from that combination at the same time, of course. So, anyways, let's get back to breathing. Take a deep breath in, let it go slowly, kind of loudly, almost like you're like grunting. I should hear that breath slowing down and coming out of your body if I were listening to you. It's trying to find your oceanic breath or your ujjayi breath. So let's try to just do that on our own for a few breath cycles. Start by exhaling all your breath and then taking a deep breath in. Let's try that for 3 seconds. And then you're going to exhale. I think what we're really trying to do here is take a deep breath in through our nose for quite a few seconds, 3. Hold it at the top. If you can, take another sip of air in, and then you're going to exhale through your mouth, and you should hear the exhale. I know you sound a little bit funny, but just go with it, okay? We're trying to find a flow here, and just make sure you're alone if you feel like it's weird. So, okay, let's try that. So take a deep, let's exhale completely. And then inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Take another sip of air. And exhale for 3, 2, 1. Let's try that on your own a few times. You can have your palms down for grounding. You can have your palms up for receiving. Sometimes it's really hard just to sit still, focus on your breathing. I'd like you to keep breathing on your own. Keep doing this. Let's just stay here for a minute. It is quite a practice to try to still your mind. I feel like I always have a lot of racing thoughts coming to me, and it's hard when my brain is going to all these different thoughts at one time. And I'm thinking about all the things I need to do or forgot, or a text message I need to respond to, or, the fact that my house is a disaster, which right now it's not. I actually took the morning to clean because I felt like my sanity was going a little nutso. But like, yeah, it's just hard to stay still. So, something something that you can practice when you're doing your yoga is if a thought comes in, just acknowledge the thought that it's there and then try to exhale the thought away. And then focus back on your breathing or your counting or whatever movement that you're currently in. So if your mind is still and you're exhaling, we inhale, we hold it at the top, take another sip in and exhale. Just focus on slowing down that breath. So it's nice to start every practice with just some breathing exercises. I'll show you some fun ones over time, but I think it would be best now to try to start working on connecting a few movements with some of the breath work. So let's move down onto the mat, onto your knees. I'm going to move my bolster to the side, just kind of get it out of my way. I'll turn towards you. Just kind of sit like this. Take a few more breaths. First, we just start warming up the body, move neck side to side. Try to connect your movement with your breath. So inhale and exhale, drop it to the other side. Inhale, raise your neck up. Exhale, drop it to the other side. Do that on your own for a few cycles. Back to the middle. Same thing, but shake your head no. It's kind of hard to link your breath to your movement. We're going to work on that together. Okay, so now we're going to raise our arms up over our head and inhale. And exhale your arms back down. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your arms down. Move on into tabletop position. You're going to put your weight in your wrist, your shoulders over your wrist, and your hips over your knees. Smoothing yourself out. You stay where you are. I'll turn to the side so it's a little easier to see me into the tabletop position here. And let's take a deep exhale and look up. What is this, like a cat? Yeah, this is cat position. So curl like a cat. You could even curl your toes under. That feels kind of nice on my toes. Flatten them out. And then we inhale and round into the cat position. Oh yeah, that feels really good. Inhale to cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Find yourself back in your tabletop position. Take a deep breath in and kick your left leg back. Don't run into your plant or anything like that. So let me move over to the side. Kick your leg back and flex your foot. Roll your calf around. And put your leg back down. Let's do a couple more cat cows. So inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Let's work the other side. Inhale your right leg to the back of the room. I kind of have to use a fist on my right wrist because of a surgery that I had. So if you see me do that, don't worry about it. You can do it whatever's comfortable for you. If you have bad wrists, you can go up like this, but I kind of do this one or the other thing, so we'll just roll with it. Let's roll that ankle around in circles, one direction, the next. Flex your foot and come back. It's important to keep your core engaged, your quads nice and tight, and most of all, keep breathing. Right, let's extend your left leg back out to the back of the room, flex your foot, and move your right arm towards the front of the room so your glutes are tight, your core is tight, and you are reaching to the front, reaching to the back. Put your arm out to the side. Keep your shoulder in line with your body. Kick your foot back and try to reach your toes. See if you can. And then you're going to kick up. Look up. Oh, yes. That feels so good. Don't worry about it if you can't reach. Just go as far as you can and try to come back slowly and land back where you started. If you need to wiggle around for just a moment, sometimes that can feel good to neutralize your back. Let's keep breathing. Now on the other side, we're going to inhale your left arm up in front of you. Exhale your left leg back. Flex the foot. Reach to the front of the room. So you're like pulling your body in two different directions. Then we'll move our left arm out in line with our shoulder and then try to kick back. Reach your toe. Keep your body squared up, even, sturdy. Core is tight, glutes are tight. And kick back. Feel good? I think it feels really good. Okay, back into tabletop. From here, you're going to curl your toes under and lift up into downward dog. In downward dog, you are keeping your hands, fingers spread wide. You're balanced on all like corners of your palms so that you're using your full hand strength. Your shoulders are squared and rotated back. See, you can be up on your toes. You can be all the way flat on the ground. I used to be all the way flat on the ground. Maybe by the end of this, I will be. We'll see what happens. But you can kind of do this. We call it pedaling out. You're just going to walk your dog, pedal your feet. I kind of like to say walk your dog because this is downward dog. And I think walking our dog sounds like a good time. I know we have a lot of animal lovers on the team, a lot of cat lovers. I'm kind of a dog gal myself. I'd love to love cats, but we just have a weird thing. I don't know what it is. All right. Keep breathing. Up on your toes and back down to your knees and tabletop. And go ahead and sit on the back of your heels. That was like a little baby warm up. So we did a little bit of breathing and started to move our body and link the breath to the movement, right? So there's a few poses that I think are important to know that come up very regularly. Also, it's not really expected that you are able to do everything and maybe able to do everything through the entirety of the class. So child's pose is a great place to be. It's a great place to start. You basically, I'm sitting on my heels. This is called hero's pose right here. And I can open my knees, put my hands out to the edges of the mat, fingers spread wide, head, forehead gently resting on the mat. Take some breaths here. Take a deep breath in through your nose for 1, 2, 3. Hold and exhale out of your mouth for 3, 2, 1. Do that at your own pace here for just a moment. You're welcome to grab a water, sip of water anytime. I'm going to teach you Chaturanga flow. I'm a little rusty, but I think we'll be okay. I think we can work through this together. So we will start in our child's pose position. We'll move up the tabletop, then to downward dog, and then we'll get started. I'm actually going to push the camera back a little bit and I'm going to switch mats. That way I can show you a little bit better at full length. So say goodbye to my roundie. I love her. This is a Manduka mat. I think they're the best. I got this during teacher training, and literally I've never used like anything else that's been so good. You can use just about any kind of mat. I have a rug, but sometimes that can hurt my fingers. But if I'm in the mood or if I'm outside, I really, really like that one. So, okay, let's move this back. I think this is going to be best. Okay, we're here on the mat. We are in child's pose is where I left you, I remember. Let me just tuck my shirt in really quick. It'll help the microphone stay flat. I hope the sound is doing okay for you guys. But okay, back to child's pose. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And on your next inhale, move up to tabletop position and exhale. On your next inhale, curl your toes and move up to downward dog and exhale. Get yourself into a good position here in downward dog. I feel like I need to be just like a little bit more sideways for you guys. Okay. So we're in our downward dog position. And now I'm going to teach you the Chaturanga. This is part of your flow, and this is what we use in Vinyasa. There's a lot of different types of yoga. We might practice some of them here together, but for now, we're going through some of the foundational poses so that we all feel good and we're on the same page. It is important to note that there are modifications to this. So how about I teach you the modification first, and then we'll go from there. So first we inhale to a high plank position. You are welcome to do this on your knees if you need to. Sometimes I'll even cross my legs if I'm feeling it. It's not always just like if you're don't feel like you're very strong, but sometimes you're just maybe tired, or maybe you're in that part of your cycle where you just need to like take it slow. So sometimes I take it slow, and sometimes I feel like I'm like a rock star on the mat. So give yourself patience. Every practice is different. So we're here holding in our high plank or in our modified plank. And what you'll do is take an exhale. And then on your inhale, you're pushing up and away from the mat. If you're in your high plank, you're pushing your toes forward so that your shoulders are definitely over your wrist. You should feel your core engaged, your glutes engaged, your thighs engaged, and you're going to keep your elbows tucked in and lower yourself down, hovering halfway until you get to the bottom. On your inhale, you're going to go to cobra like this, or up dog, which is up on your toe like this. And then we move back up to downward dog. So let me just show you that whole thing put together so that maybe it will make a little bit more sense. So back to downward dog. So if I was cueing you, I would say, starting in the downward dog position, inhale to a high plank, exhale, inhale and push, roll over your toes and lower yourself halfway down, or on your knees, lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Inhale up to, what is this, cobra, baby cobra, or up dog? See, up dog. And then we're going back to downward dog. And that's how you do a flow. So we'll do this a lot. And this is where a lot of the workout can come from, which is kind of nice. You'll feel yourself get stronger. If you do a few of those, your triceps will definitely be burning. So really good exercise to do. So How about everyone just try a couple of those on your own, but work on linking your breath to your movement. So I'll guide you in the first one, and then how about we do 2 more on our own? Whether you do it modified or not is totally fine. I will do mine modified, and then I will not. So exhale, inhale to high plank, push yourself forward, and exhale as you lower down. I didn't modify, I'm so sorry. Inhale, up. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale to your knees and lower yourself down. Inhale, up, dog or cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. Full out. Inhale to high plank. Lower yourself slowly halfway down. Up dog looks like this, up on the base of your feet. And pull yourself back up to your feet and downward dog. And take a few breaths. How's everyone doing? Are we ready to try a lunge? I think we should try a lunge. All right, let's put your weight on your left leg and lift your right leg up to the sky. Your toes are facing down. Your core and your glutes are engaged. Your thighs are fired up. Let's try a 3-legged dog. So bend your knee, spin and rotate your hips so that your knee is up towards the ceiling. You might even be able to see your foot over your left shoulder. Back up to the top and come back down the way you came in. The other side. Inhale, lift your leg up to the sky. Bend your knee. Rotate your hip so that your knee is up towards the ceiling and you can see your foot off your right shoulder. Inhale, back up, and exhale, lower back down. Now we'll incorporate a lunge. Inhale your leg up high. As you exhale, we're going to bend your knee and move your leg through your body to your right hand. Let me fix my shirt here. Okay, here, lunge position. You could do this on your knee too. Yeah. Let's do it on the knee. Okay, so everyone's right here in a lunge on your knee. You're going to take an inhale and we're going to go up to the sky. It's kind of like a baby warrior here. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And then put your leg back. Let's go back up into our downward dog and do a chaturanga. I know we didn't do too much on that side, but that's okay. We're just kind of starting out here. Inhale. And back up into downward dog. And we'll do the other side. So inhale your leg up. And you're going to exhale and pull it through to your left hand. Knee down. Inhale up. Oh, did you hear that loud pop in my knee? See, you guys, this is so good. My body just needs to move like this. Take a few breaths in. Put my hands down. Step my foot back. And take it through your flow. All right, are you with me? All right, let's do a warrior. I think we're ready. I'm feeling it. Let's just go for it, girls. Inhale your right leg up. You're going to spin and, let's see, what are we going to do? We're going to exhale and pull the leg through while we spin and plant the back foot and rise into a warrior one. You should see your pinky toe on the outside here. You don't want to overextend your knee, so make sure you're in a good position there. Your back foot should be like parallel with the back of your mat. And you should have a lot of your weight right here in your trunk. Keep it tight. Your shoulders back and facing the front of the room. Your arms up so that your arms, your biceps are by your ears. Hold it tight. Take an inhale and exhale to warrior two. Now you're open. You keep your weight exactly the same in your legs. You're just inhaling and opening your shoulders up. You should see your big toe on the inside and your pinky on the outside of your knee. Take another inhale and we'll circle our arms down to the mat. Step your foot back and take it through your flow. Inhale into your high plank. Exhale your chaturanga as you're lowering down to the mat. Inhale our cobra. And exhale back to downward dog. The other side. Kick your left leg up to the sky. And with momentum, bring it all the way through. You're kind of trying to get your toe to your thumb. That's probably the best way I can describe where that's going. Exhale and inhale, strong on your legs, up into your warrior one position. My leg is in the wrong spot. So if you're up on your toe, you need to spin and plant your foot onto the back. It's Annie. Annie, I'm so sorry. I'll call you back in just a minute, okay? Okay. So your back foot is parallel with your mat. You're up here in warrior one. Take a deep breath in and open up to your warrior two position. Remember, our legs didn't move. Our shoulders are back. We're out. We're strong. We're fierce, confident, thriving women, right? Exhale. Spin. Cartwheel your hand down to the mat. Step your foot back and take it through your flow. You can do this at whatever pace you like. You can even skip it. Sometimes I just go straight to downward dog and then I don't do anything. Or sometimes I'm tired. So I just go straight to a child's pose. So, okay. You guys, that was pretty good. Do you feel like you're fired up a little bit? Like, do you feel like your muscles have been engaged? That right there is literally just like the beginning of a warm-up. So we'll practice that a lot and we're going to get really, really good at it, actually. You'll be surprised. Right now, if you're feeling like, oh my God, I can't move, it's okay. Don't worry. We'll work into it. And that's why there's so many modifications. So today, I really just wanted to introduce you to yoga, make sure you had kind of a space set up for yourself. We had some tools. I didn't even use the blocks today. I'll work on sequencing some classes together for us that we can use. So hopefully you'll hear a lot less of me talking and you can really just kind of get on your mat, maybe put some of your own music on the background, take some deep breaths and follow along with me. I promise I will get better at talking and doing things at the same time. So we're in this together, girls, and I'm really excited to do this for you and for myself. And I hope that even if just a couple of us can get a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of movement, and be a little bit more purposeful, then, I think we'll all live a healthier life. And so with that, put your hands together, take a deep breath. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I love my practice. I love my mat. I am a strong, confident woman. And I'm here to serve. I'm here to give, and I'm here to share. Namaste.